Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 again. Testing 1 2 again. What's going on, everybody? As you can see right here, matchup predictor is definitely giving this to the New York Knicks, or is it the New Jersey Nets? Who cares? Giving it to the Nets. Hornets only 42.6% chance to win this one, but I think if they can cut down on the turnovers, they may have a chance. So we're getting ready to see right about now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One more year. Hornets are 1-1 on the year. Got the Knicks here tonight. The Nets, not the Knicks. Got the Nets here tonight. And you know, the Nets, they have Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons still don't want to shoot the ball outside, so you know, we got to D him up, keep him, believe it or not, outside the arc, because he hadn't shot a 3-point shot all year. They only got I think they've only played two games, but he hadn't shot one all year outside. You got Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, and Spencer Dinwiddie. Those are the guys. Dinwiddie, number 26, number 1, Mikal, and 24, Thomas. Now, Ben Simmons has an important part in this game, too. He gets rebounds, he pushes the ball, but he does not want to shoot that ball outside. So if we can keep him from the basket, that could help a lot. The Hornets have been turning the ball over like crazy. So if we can cut that down, I mean, and cut it in half, that would help. The other thing that will help the Hornets is if we can hit some free throws. We're shooting like 70, I think as a team, maybe 74%. And gotta do better. You know, for me, I say you gotta be hitting like 80%. As a professional, as a team, you gotta hit 80, 82%, 85%. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Hornets. Alright, let's see if we can find a little bit of information before this game gets started. See what we can find here. What is this? How to bold new NBA in-season tournament court game. Okay, whatever. All right, so Brooklyn, Cam Thomas, 33% or 33 points. That's his average. Ben Simmons does the rebounding and the assists. Mikal Bridges with the defense. Oh, the other thing, I listen. Who's going to get off on the Brooklyn Nets? Guys, we really got to look for. I know Cam Thomas, all right, yeah, but these guys usually kill the Hornets. Royce O'Neal. I know a lot of people are like, who is this? Well, I'm telling you, every time he plays the Hornets, he has a good game. So watch Royce O'Neal. The other guy that I believe is going to have a good game, you know, simply because we let him go, is Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. I was surprised we let him go because of the defense he plays. And Dennis Smith Jr. He might as well be. He's older than PJ, right? Him and PJ Washington look like they could be cousins or brothers. Tell me that's not PJ Washington right there. All right, but anyway, I think he when he gets in the game, he's gonna go off. Depends on how much playing time he gets tonight. But them two guys right there. Oh, and Finney Smith. Finney Smith. Royce. Those guys always go off on the Hornets. So I'm telling you, look for those guys to have good games. Now, hopefully our Hornets have a better showing than they did the last game. The Hornets did not shoot the ball well from the outside. And here's a guy that I need to step up today. And his face is not across the top right there, but PJ Washington. I need PJ to step up tonight. He's averaging 19 points a game. I need him to have like 25 today. 25 there is going to pull a lot of the pressure off of Rozier, who you guys, we all know. Whether we like it or not, we all know when Rozier is out there, it's going to be pick and roll to him, and then if the roll doesn't happen, he doesn't get the ball off that roll to the cutter, then it's going to be isolation ball to Terry. We all know this. All right, so I need Haywood to have a good game, but you know the other person that needs to go ahead and step up today and have a good shooting game. Is Melo. Melo, I feel great with the ball in his hand. You know, I feel safe with the ball in his hand better than anybody else on the team. You know, even Terry for that matter. Terry's good. You know, once we get in the half court. But I need Melo with that ball in his hand, but I need him to score some outside shots. If he can hit outside shots, it's the Hornets going to be hard to handle tonight because Gordon Hayward is a bucket. I'm surprised that he's not hurt because he felt his knee the last game, but I think he's playing tonight. So as long as he's out there, I think you're going to get at least 15 out of him. Terry has a decent game because Terry could go anywhere from 15 to 25, you know. But yeah, PJ, I think he's gonna be like he's like that glue. He's like that guy we gotta have having a good game, and I think we'll be all right. Brandon Miller has been playing pretty darn good as a rookie. We got a different coach out there, Steve Clifford. He's not holding. It doesn't seem like he's holding Brandon Miller back. You know, a lot of people used to say that Coach Borrego sort of held LaMelo back when he was there. But I think Brandon Miller's getting plenty of playing time. The coach is getting more and more comfortable with him. I wish, like everybody else, that that our superstar was not in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But he is. So I don't think nobody's mentioning him. They're not mentioning him. Um, they're not mentioning. They're not mentioning him on any of the commercials. None of the the background. He's not on any of the pictures or anything like that. And they were starting to, but this latest incident that our boy Bridges is in, I just don't know. I don't know how you bring him back. And the Hornets might. They haven't just let him go. You know what I'm saying? They let Kai go. You know, Kai's acting a little bit rational, and they let him go in a heartbeat. But you know, I know the other. I don't want to say his name too many times, but I know he's a superstar, and it's kind of hard to let him go because this is a business. But I mean, man, I definitely want to see that game if he comes back in 10 and he gets out on that floor. I want to see what the crowd does. I want to see how the crowd receives him. You know what I'm saying? And everywhere he goes, he's gonna have to put up with that. But anyway, here we go. Mark Williams, if he stays out of foul trouble, I think he's going to be decent tonight too. All right, Hornets with the tip. Melo brings down, gets it to P.J. Washington at the top of the key. P.J. gets to the elbow, spin move in the lane. Oh, that little shot doesn't fall this time. But he got to the lane pretty easy. Ben Simmons, see, that's where we don't want him to be. Come on, guys. That's too easy. Somebody got to get in front of him. That's where he wants to get, in front of the key. Melo gets to PJ. PJ kicks it back to Melo. Melo, long three. Hits the front of the rim this time. And then the outlet. 4 points just like that for the Nets. Let's go, Hornets. Let's go, Melo. If you shoot that ball that far and you're not going to follow your shot, defensive balance, get back. PJ drives, loses it. And Mark Williams gets it and puts it in. Hornets, 2 points.
So the Hornets break the seal. 1 minute into our ball game.
Ben Simmons walks it across the timeline, being picked up by P.J. Washington. Gets it to Finney Smith, back to Bridges. Bridges, back to Smith. They get it loaded to Ben Simmons, and Melo's going to be called for his first foul. Now, I'm pretty sure number 28 is Finney Smith.
This right here, left-handed player threw that one with his right hand, right on the money to do with it. And a little bit of red hair. He is a right-handed human being who just chooses to shoot left-handed. Okay, I get you.
All right, Cam Thomas to the basket. Layup is good. 6-2. LaMelo brings the ball down on the left side of the court. Gets it to Terry Rozier. Back to LaMelo. LaMelo gets it to Gordon. Gordon is fouled before the shot. Got Cam Thomas in there. 10 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first quarter.
Simmons is scoring. Hornets gonna have to score in bunches.
Thank you, 2 people for being here in the chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. All right, LaMelo gets that ball from Haywood. Haywood now with the ball on the right side. Shoots a high jumper. No good. Rebound. Finney Smith gets that to Ben Simmons. He wants to go to the basket. Kicks it. Told you guys, you got to get on Finney Smith. You can't let him shoot it. I'm telling you, him and watch when Royce comes in there, how these guys just love playing the Hornets.
These mascots represent some of the most heated rivalries in college.
All right, got our first timeout.
The best team is...
Yo, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. Look, I'm just watching the game. You guys are welcome to watch the game with me. You know what I'm saying? Do a little talking while I watch the game, a little play-by-play. You know, you guys welcome to leave comments in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I am, not know what I'm saying. Stop saying that, coach. Leave some comments in the chat. And we'll see if we can get these Hornets to win a game. All right. I don't think the Hornets have a turnover yet. That's one good thing. We got to make sure we don't get hit by the turnover bug. That's been hurting us. Also hitting these free throws that I'm sure are going to start coming. All right, for the Nets, Finney Smith 3, Dinwiddie, Simmons, and Thomas all have 2 points apiece. Mark Williams off of a ball that was being kicked around on the floor, basically laid in two. I do like the way Washington has attacked the basket. I think he needs to keep doing that. I think he'll be able to get there. So that's what's going to help the Hornets. LaMelo has taken a shot, a long three. Wasn't able to hit that. He needs to see some. He needs to see some baskets go through. He needs to see the ball go to the basket.
3 home games as well. So man, it's been just a couple weeks of being able to get into a good routine. Coach Clifford says it's been fantastic. We're just rested, no crazy flight times and arrivals. And the biggest thing he talked about was just having good, solid practices, which he says has been key, and just trying to establish the direction he wants the team to go and how they want to get off on a good foot. Hornets will hit the road though, first time tomorrow. Let's see if they can get a win to get back on track.
All right, Hornets.
Ashley, thank you so much.
Take that ball out quickly. Haywood can't hit it. Now Bridges gets it to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons to Dinwiddie in the corner, and that's good. Hornets call a timeout, but it did no good as far as curbing the Nets because they come out still scoring. LaMelo with another long three. This rims out on him. Rebound Ben Simmons. Release pass down the court. Finney Smith. And Finney Smith is going off with three, just like I said he would. PJ finds Williams for the dunk. Let's go, Hornets. Got to have defensive balance, and we got to push the ball too, I guess. Thompson, it's Cam Thompson. Tries to get to the basket on Rozier, and he does. Too easy. Gordon finds Big Williams under the basket. Has all 6 points for the Hornets. Ben Simmons brings it down. Keep him on the outside. Don't let him get to the basket. Cam Thompson swings that over to Bridges. Mikal Bridges. He gets to the free throw line and deeper. Shoots that jumper. And the Brooklyn Nets probably have missed one shot? Maybe not even one shot. LaMelo gets to the free throw line and deeper. Kicks that back out to Terry. Terry, floater to Williams again with all 8 points for the Hornets. Hornets got to play a little bit of defense. Bridges kicks that over to Dinwiddie for another three. High arcer off the mark that time. Williams with the rebound. LaMelo looking up the court. Nobody there. Screen set by Williams. And LaMelo is called for a travel. Found himself in the air. There's a turnover. Like Coach Clifford said, and like I've been saying, unforced turnovers. Hornets have got to cut that out. Unforced turnovers.
Brooklyn Nets coming into this game 0-2. Desperate for a win. They make the first 8 shots.
Look at Nets. Almost turn it over. They do turn it over. LaMelo gets it to Terry on the left-hand side. And Terry.
Last touch by Brooklyn.
comes up with nothing. Brooklyn knocks it out of bounds. Yeah, the Hornets have not learned. Like they don't know how to like take advantage of a fast break. If it's not there, pull it out. We don't know how to do that yet. The Hornets get the ball in. They get it to Haywood. Back to LaMelo to the left side. LaMelo to the free throw line. Right-hand layup is no good. Way off. He's wondering what happened. Finney-Smith brings it down. Dinwiddie, a cutting Bridges. Nobody there to pick him up. 2 more points. Hornets are playing this game like you don't have to play any defense. Terry Rozier with Bridges on him. Pulls up at the free throw line. Hits one. 21-10. I'll change my score on the next dead ball. Long shot by Finney-Smith. Misses. LaMelo had that rebound tipped out of his hand. P.J. Washington gets to LaMelo. Gets to the top of the key. Takes another long 3 and rims out. That's 3 threes for LaMelo that have missed. And Ben Simmons gets that, outlets that ball up the court to Dinwiddie. And now they settle things down. Finney-Smith going off the screen, gets that to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas at the elbow. Backs it back out now, being guarded by Williams. Gets Williams in the air, goes to the basket, and a turnover. Hornets push it. Williams with it, step through, and is fouled on the play. And that is going to be 2 on Cam Thomas. Oh, my bad. That is not Cam Thomas. That is Spencer Dinwiddie. With the foul, Williams will go to the line.
A little drop off right there to Simmons. Probably had a dunk, but Cam Thomas says no. I did the work up top. I'm going to do it when I get to the rim as well. So the Hornets took advantage of that.
8 points on 4 for 4 shooting, Mark Williams. Like it. It's Halloween season, and we're getting into the spirit of the Halloween prize pack.
All right, the Hornets are going to have, they've got their work cut out for them. They are down 10.
Don't miss your chance to bring it all home. Scan the QR code and sign up tonight.
Down 10, like I said, LaMelo's going to have to hit from outside. He shot 3 long threes and has not hit. He has hit the rim, though. No air balls.
Ended up being overly aggressive and not playing smart. He said, especially with this screening, but they're moving forward. Once they get into the groove of the game, they want to see how the refs are officiating. They have a better understanding of how to approach it. And then it's 2 more right there.
Another score by the Brooklyn Nets. Terry Rozier now on the left side of the court. Gets that to LaMelo. LaMelo thought about the 3, turned it down. Finger roll is good by LaMelo right down the middle of the lane. Now they got to get back on defense.
First one to see go down through the hoop.
All right, so the Hornets offense coming a little easier right now. You have a sub in the game for the first time. Lonnie Walker, the
Bridges with the jumper, no good. Lonnie Walker is in the game. You remember him from the Lakers last year.
Lonnie Walker with San Antonio Spurs, who drafted him. Last year we saw him out in LA with the Lakers.
LaMelo with another 3. Misses this one also. LaMelo 0 of 4 from behind the arc. Bridges brings the ball down. Gets that over to Lonnie. Lonnie misses. Rebound, PJ, and he brings it down the court, which I don't like. But then he hands it to LaMelo. LaMelo wait for someone to move. No one is. Now PJ on the cut. Steps behind the 3-point line. Now he goes to the basket strong. Layup is good.
Good job of protecting the ball there as Simmons tried to swipe down once PJ exposed it.
Hornets struggled last year against
Lonnie can't find anybody to pass the ball to. Finally gets it to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas being guarded by LaMelo. Now he goes to the basket. PJ shoots over PJ, and it's good. What a bucket that young man is.
That pull-up's going to his left.
Terry Rozier now on the left side of the court. Wants to get it in. Nobody's moving. Finally gets it in to Haywood. Haywood backing down the smaller Dinwiddie. Askew Thomas can't score. And now the Brooklyn Nets off running. Ben Simmons to the basket for a layup. Yeah, the Hornets do not want to play any defense. 4 minutes and 27 seconds on the clock. Maybe somebody off the bench will play some defense. All right, they get it to Gordon Hayward on the left side. Terry Rozier comes up top. Gets to the free throw line. Floater is no good. Rebound. Mikal Bridges finds Cam Thomas on the left-hand side. He pulls a quick three. That is off. Rebounded by Finney Smith. They move the ball around. Lonnie for three. Off. Hornets with the ball. Walking it up the court. Coach Clifford calls the play. And LaMelo is fouled.
And we've got a foul.
Lonnie Walker fouls LaMelo. And off the bench comes Thor and Miller for the Hornets.
Showed out 17 points, 33 minutes on Friday. He'll come into the ballgame along with Teo Maladone, JT Thor, and Nick Richards.
Also Maladone.
Is Terry Rozier. Hey, Dennis Smith Jr.
And Dennis Smith Jr. is on the court. Hey, watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. He's going to go off in one way or other, offensively or defensively.
He was a beast in high school.
Yeah, he was. Steve Clifford thought he was a beast defensively last year.
Yeah.
Steve Clifford basically clears the bench.
6'7".
Only person still on the court from the first group is Terry Rozier. Maladone shoots, can't hit that one.
Now his third year.
Spencer Dinwiddie with the ball.
Just rugged, blue-collar guy.
Finds Walker. Walker gets on the baseline. Lob shot is no good. Richards with the rebound. Maladone comes down the right side. Gets deep into the paint. And he's hit.
Teo is
Fouled on the play.
Foul on Brooklyn. Hornets have only committed one foul.
That's because the Hornets ain't playing no defense.
Lonnie Walker on the hip, gets bumped, get him in the air.
Not aggressive defense anyway. All right, the Hornets take the ball out on the side. Terry Rozier triggers it. They finally get it to Miller. He pulls up. Jumper is no good. Rebound. Spencer, that's Dennis Smith Jr.
A little bit to his left on that jumper.
He throws an alley-oop
Beautiful lob. That is a North Carolina connection
to
to UNC. Wow.
Dayron Sharp, who slams it through.
Comes up a little hobble.
The scoring is just too easy for Brooklyn. Terry Rozier now on the right side. Wanted to pull up, couldn't pull up. Maladone swings at the Thor for three. Thor can't hit either. Hornets are cold as ice from the outside.
Here in our first quarter.
Cold as a penguin's beak.
That's touched by JT. We've got a timeout on the floor. 2:28 remaining, first quarter.
And there's a timeout on the floor. And boy,
It's gonna
Hornets
be
struggling.
tough to set that thing back down.
Hornets are struggling on both ends of the court. Every year I just hope things change, and they just don't. Just don't. Like I said on the last time. Like I said last time, if you want things to change, then you gotta bring change. We had Steve Clifford. I don't dislike Steve. I don't dislike him. The man knows basketball. But then we went to Borrego, and to me, nothing really changed. Nothing really changed. Then we're back to Steve. I was hoping the Hornets would just change something in the last, going on 8 years. I just hope they would just change something. But then when you go right back to a coach you had, before the last one, I mean, what's going to change? The offense exactly the same, the concept exactly the same. I know when Melo was here, we've stopped him from pushing the ball. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's a change of pace. That's something different. Hornets are a half-court team, have always been a half-court team for the most part. I don't remember a running gun team, but I thought when LaMelo was here, they let him they try to structure the offense around what he could do, and that's get the rebound and push it. But we saw very, very quickly, very early on that that's just not what they wanted in Charlotte. Melo would get the ball and he'd try to push it, but no one would run with him. No one would run with him. Even the young guys, you know, PJ, Bridges, when he was there, they just wouldn't really run with him. But I just wanted something different. And then we're always a team that plays great defense when we're scoring. We're playing good offense, we'll play defense. If we're not playing good offense, we don't play defense.
Right now, look at some numbers. The Brooklyn Nets have 17 fast break points. That's 4 points in the Hornets have total.
Dinwiddie from his side, he misses. Miller with the rebound. Gets that ball back to Terry Rozier. Coach Steve is just trying to find a group that could be productive. Miller gets it to the right side, back to Terry. Left side, back to Terry. Terry stays on the left side. Terry shoots a three. That's in and out. Nick Richards gets his hand on it, but he can't corral it. Lonnie Walker brings it down, kicks it over to Dennis Smith Jr. Back to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker might travel, got away with it to the basket. Layup is no good, but the rebound by Day'Ron Sharp.
Inspired with his old college coach in the building. Winner for Roy Williams.
Day'Ron Sharp scores.
Look at how physical with all the contact in the paint between Nick Richards and Sharp. He wins the battle.
Day'Ron Sharp misses the free throw. Rebound, Brandon Miller.
Hey, Roy Williams, there he is.
1 minute, 42 seconds left in the first. Hornets get it to Nick Richards. He picks up his dribble, finds Terry Rozier. A whistle was blown. Dennis Smith Jr. called for a foul. He's an aggressive defensive player. Maybe the Hornets can get a point right here. And Miller breaks the ice. Been stuck on 16 for a while. Melo comes back in the game. Takes out Terry Rozier.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it, but
if you were, would you?
I would be a top shelf bourbon, like Gentleman's Cut. You don't start bourbon. Start with that.
Miller hits both.
Easy plug.
That's okay.
Yeah. Top shot, be dressed up like
Dinwiddie brings the ball down the court. Goes toward the right side. Stays on the right side. Being double teamed.
Not even Deion Sanders.
Lonnie Walker for three, and that's good. Man, if we could just hit some outside shots, we'd be okay. 34-18 is the score. Melo to the basket. That floater is no good. Melo can't corral it. Now the Brooklyn Nets off and running. Royce O'Neal finds Day'Ron Sharp under the basket. He misses, gets his own rebound, puts it back in. No boxing out from the big man. 36-18 is the score. 46 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. Melo kicks that out to Maladon. Maladon finds Nick Richards under the basket.
3 seconds called on Nick Richards.
But they called 3 seconds on Nick Richards.
Coaches in the building.
36-18, 38.5. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just looks like it's this same old stuff. Same old stuff in Charlotte.
3 for 4 in 3 minutes, 6 points.
Picking up exactly where we left off last year.
Those seats where absolutely no one will walk in front of.
What up, Michael Smitty?
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Panthers got that win yesterday. Yep. Something good in Carolina.
How high the all-time scoring mark was set. I said, I got no chance here. I'm going to Florida. Finished off his college experience, 3 years with
Cam Thompson kicks that. Brooklyn swings it beautifully, and Royce O'Neal. What did I tell you guys? Royce O'Neal comes off the bench, scores.
Visitors in Brooklyn. They're
Finney Smith, they love playing the Hornets. And the Hornets will slow this down. 22 seconds left on the clock. 39-18. Miller for three. Somebody hit a three for the Hornets. 15 seconds on the clock. Bridges brings it down. Almost a turnover. Maladon with the hustle. Lead pass. What a hustle play by Maladon to get it to Thor for the dunk on the other end. 4.5 seconds left on the clock.
Clean air for JT.
Solid defense here.
Bridges on the right side. Pulls up for a three and hits it. Sharp stick in the eye.
Mikal Bridges taking the wind out of the sails of the whole team. Only thing good news to tell you about, folks, the Hornets still have 3 more quarters. Because they're down. Down big. 42-20.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's good. 3 more quarters of this. All right, well. Hornets playing at home. In the first quarter, we let an 0-2 team come into the center and drop 42 on us in the first quarter. And no, their first string did not stay in the game the whole first quarter. Hornets were just able to manage 23 points. 19-point lead. All right, right now, I see the Hornets getting outplayed in every phase of the game. Hornets are getting outplayed offensively. They're getting outplayed defensively. Hustle, except there for Maladon. Maladon was a great hustle play right there. We're not shooting the ball very well. There's no defensive balance. It's at least 3 times Ben Simmons has gotten a rebound and just released long pass all the way up the court. And one of them, I know for a fact, one of them was off of a extra long 3 by LaMelo. So there's no excuse. If you're going to shoot the ball and not follow your shot, there's no reason why you shouldn't get back. There's no reason why you shouldn't get back. So yeah, I'm upset. I just want a winning Hornets team. I just want a winning team for a change. Finney Smith 6 points, Bridges 9, Dinwiddie has 5, Simmons has 4 points, Thomas has 6, Royce O'Neal has 3 points. For the Hornets, PJ Washington with 2, Mark Williams 10 points, Ball, Rozier, and Thor all have 2 points, and Miller with 5.
Quarter trying to get some momentum in this building.
Oh my goodness. Metal ball and offensive foul. And Steve Clifford asking for clarification about how many fouls LaMelo has. That's his first, so no worries there.
Well, just a little DHO when he runs right into Teo's guy. Really wasn't trying to set a screen, just trying to get out of the way.
Good ball movement by the Nets. Turnover. Nick Richards with a steal. LaMelo Ball brings it out on the left side. Screen set by Richards. Maladon. Ball's ripped. And there's going to be a foul.
Teo's been really aggressive offensively. Looking for
Teo.
a shot.
Mateo Maladon on the line for 2. Hey, I gotta set the horns off for anything we do positive.
Talking about how some of the guards, he wants them to be more interchangeable when LaMelo is in the game, not just immediately give LaMelo the ball, but try to have those ball handlers like Teo be more of a playmaker and make it interchangeable to not.
Teo hits both. Dennis Smith Jr. brings the ball down. He goes to the right side, tries to split the double team, and a jump ball is going to be called, and that goes to the Hornets.
He was going to be the guy first off the bench spelling LaMelo, but
42-25. It's a score.
Teo's had the opportunity to
and just like
we've got an official timeout on the floor.
All right, we'll see if Mateo comes back out because I think it's an official timeout on the floor. I thought Coach was taking Mateo out. Better leave that young man in there right now.
An after timeout play to be run where they want Sharp surprise the Hornets. You do that. You foul him. He's got an easy bucket. Foul him. Make him earn to the hard way.
Second foul on LaMelo Ball. Aaron Sharp from Greenville, North Carolina, other part of the state. Played for the South.
All right, the Hornets in the last game.
Greenville's where East Carolina.
A little bit of complaining to the refs. Was it the last game or the game before that? Anyway, the game that it was the last game. Complaining to the refs about bad calls, and they may be doing that again tonight. I hope it's not going to be the young lady, because they sure blame that on the young lady. Even the post game correspondent was sort of blaming that on the young lady. But anyway, here we go. Melo has the ball on the left side. He's being guarded. very aggressively. And the bank shot doesn't go in. Dennis Smith kicks that over to Royce. Back to Dennis Smith on the right side. He goes around the screen to the basket. Finger roll is no good. Richards gets the rebound, gets it to Maladon. Maladon aggressive to the ball, to the basket. Shot is blocked, but a foul is called on the floor. That's going to be on Dennis Smith Jr. And that's Mateo being aggressive going to the basket. It's on the floor though.
Second foul on Dennis Smith Jr.
Mateo gets that into Richards, and now back to LaMelo with the crossover. Kicks that to Miller. Miller spin move. Nice shot, young man. Shoots that over Dennis Smith Jr. 27-43 is the score. 10 minutes left in the second. Dinwiddie. Skip pass over to Walker. Walker for three. That's good. Melo finds Maladon. They find P.J. Walker. Back to Melo. Screen set. P.J. Washington for a three. That's good. Walker pushes the ball down the court fast. He's stopped by Miller. And a bad screen by Day'Ron Sharp will give that ball back to the Hornets. 16-point lead by the Nets. 46-30.
Hornets going to make a change. Terry Rozier comes back in. He replaces LaMelo Ball. Hornets are still managing LaMelo's minutes. Remember, he could have finished last year because...
Is that what it is? Managing his minutes?
16-point game. Closest the Hornets have been in a long time. Size advantage.
Teo for three. That's short. Brooklyn pushes the ball down. This time the Hornets get back on defense. Dennis Smith Jr. with the ball at the top of the key. He gets to the elbow. Jumper is good. 48-30 is the score. Terry Rozier now finds Nick Richards. Nick Richards trying to get that ball out of his hands. Hands it to Terry. Terry to the basket. High off the glass is good.
Gravity floating away from the bucket. The strength to get that one on the board.
Dinwiddie
the wrong way.
walks it up the court.
Dinwiddie has PJ in front of him.
Dinwiddie still with the ball, being guarded by Miller. Takes Miller to the basket, high off the glass, misses that. P.J. Washington is pushed out of bounds. A foul is called.
That's the flying ointment for Day'Ron Sharp. He's got 3 personal fouls.
Look at Scary Terry. Wrong leg. Floater high over Sharp softly.
Pretty nice by Terry. Hornets continuing to try to chip at it and get back in this game.
Mikal Bridges and Ben Simmons come back in. Death taxes and Mikal Bridges playing ball games. Certain things that are guaranteed in life. This is his 395th consecutive game played. He's only got to go about 10 more full seasons to become the NBA's all-time leader.
Terry to the basket. Left-hand layup is blocked. Rebound goes to Ben Simmons. He finds Royce. Royce O'Neal for three. Telling you guys, as many times that he has played, as many times that he sinks those shots, we got to know. P.J. Washington hands it back to Terry. Terry gets to the P.J. P.J. not looking at the basket, gets to the Miller. Miller gets to the elbow. Floater, no good. Tips his own shot in. Brandon Miller looking good tonight.
I knew exactly where it was going to come off. Bouncy. First one to tip it in. You can't teach length.
And he has that.
No doubt about it. Look at it, right off the back. Look at it, over everyone.
Finney Smith decides to go to the basket, and he's tripped up on the way. 7 minutes, 28 seconds left in the second quarter. 51-34. Hornets doing their best to try to get back into this game. They're going to say the foul was on Nick Richards, but Finney Smith was on the floor. That foul was on the floor. And they think better of it. And Smith is going to the line.
Want to bring JT Thor and Gordon Hayward into the game, but they'll have to wait until after the first free throw. And then Mark Williams will come in.
4 people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you very, very much.
And Hornets only have 4 guys on the floor right now, and they're going to make Nick Richards.
Thank you, Michael Smitty, for dropping a line in the chat so it doesn't look so naked over there. And Smith misses the free throw. Thor, Williams, and Haywood come back into the game.
Sharon View Federal Credit Union. Your dreams are our dreams. Because with us, it's personal.
Finney Smith has one more. He hits that one.
2 for Finney Smith.
Now a little full court pressure on the Hornets. They break it easily.
Gordon Hayward, Mark Williams, JT Thor. Mark Williams actually leads the Hornets in scoring.
Miller to the basket. Finger roll is good off the glass. And the Nets get the ball down the court quickly. Mikal Bridges over on the left side. Double team. And that ball is going to be turned over.
See the angle. That soft touch, you can't teach it. Boy, oh my goodness.
I'm starting to really like this kid. Mark Williams backs it out.
Mark Williams
Just comes up with a loose ball.
can't get the rebound. Ben Simmons now with the ball on the left side. Just like he wants to get to the basket. He gets it to Mikal Bridges. And another turnover by the Nets.
The ball's deep by the rookie, doing it on both ends. Gets a fingernail on it.
Good defense by Miller. But the Hornets can't score again. That was their chances right there. Simmons wants to get to the basket. He doesn't want to shoot the ball outside, that's for sure. Don't reach, Story. You got him. He don't want to shoot it out there. Simmons kicks it. Royce O'Neal, 7 seconds to shoot. Cam Thompson to the basket, throws it up. Felt he got fouled, so he went ahead and threw it up. 52-36 is the score. 52-36.
Isn't that close to where Alonzo Mourning's from?
That's right where he's from.
Cam Thompson got to go a long way. He wants to be the best to come out of Chesapeake.
He does. He sure does.
He can shoot a free throw, though.
Ooh, Cam misses the first free throw. Thank you all for the 3 likes. I appreciate you. Those people who hit that like button, thank you so very much.
Tell them I sent you.
All right, another point for the Brooklyn Nets. I'll change my score here momentarily. Hornets 2 times down. Didn't get anything out of it after playing great defense. Haywood to the basket strong. He's blocked. Outlet to Ben Simmons, finds Cam Thompson, and that is blocked by Brandon Miller with both hands. And they give it to the rookie. He's fouled going back down the other end, and it's going to be a shooting foul. That foul is going to be on, I think it's going to be on Ben Simmons. That's a great block. Let's see. Yeah, he got that. Miller on the free throw line. Hits the first one.
As you were mentioning things that you just can't teach when it comes to Brandon Miller, Coach Clifford said something about him. He would show him something that afternoon, and he's a guy that was able to do
5 minutes and 45 seconds left before halftime. And Miller hits both after the great defensive play on the opposite end. Ben Simmons brings it down on the right side.
And the better players, he says, have that.
Wants to get to the basket. That's the only time he's going to shoot the ball. Not going to shoot it outside. Cam Thompson gets Miller up in the air. And it's going to be a foul on Brandon.
He's convinced that he's a little greatest. Brady was very, 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 very good.
That guy knows what he's talking about right there. I don't know, you're right. I think McGrady kind of gets lost, forgotten about.
Yeah.
Really how good he was.
You didn't play with him up in Toronto, did you?
I did, yeah.
When he was super young, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Him and Vince Carter.
Calvin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Free throw is good by
This guy doing some of those
Thompson.
games. Excuse me, number 30. Which one of you guys is Vince Carter? That's
Or
right.
Thomas.
That's how it was.
My bad.
Antonio Davis on that team,
He
too?
was. Hopefully.
I'll talk to Antonio
Cam
Davis.
Thomas.
He was nice to us. He's throwing it out there.
Actually, it's going to be 53.
We've got 5.5 to play here in our second quarter.
Hornets not shooting the ball well from the three-point line. Thor turns it down, gets to the baseline, hands that to Terry, but Terry can't hit it. Ben Simmons going to the basket. Now he kicks it. Finney Smith in the left-hand corner. He drives, tries to kick that. It's a turnover. Miller tries to get Haywood, and it is deflected out of bounds. 5 minutes left on the clock. 55-38 is the score.
By the Hornets on the defensive end. Mark didn't need any help. They stayed home. Got the deflection. You're right. Gordon needs to see one go down.
Gordon will trigger this one. Hornets not moving. Finally gets it to Terry for three. It's good.
Busted out of bounds play, but Terry in rhythm comes
No
right to the
movement.
ball.
Ben Simmons brings it down on the left side. Wants to get to the basket. Does, and they're going to call a foul on Thor.
So Ben Simmons to the strike. Doesn't do this very often. No free throws so far this year. Just 57 free throw attempts in 42 games last year.
Yeah, I bet you he'll both of them. No, that was terrible. You could tell he don't shoot free throws. Good gracious.
I was watching him during pregame. He splashed every one of them.
Of course.
Get in his head, crowd. Oh,
Ridley rolling on the second one.
that was a weird,
For Simmons, 15-point game.
weird roll on that ball when he shot. I'll change the score here shortly. On the next dead ball, Terry Rozier finds Miller. Back to Terry. Terry finds Gordon Hayward under the basket. Layup is good. 43-56 is the score. 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Ben Simmons gets to the free throw line. Now he backs it back out. Finds Finney Smith, who hands that off to Mikal Bridges. Royce O'Neal to the basket. Finger roll is good on the left side.
Terry's got some
Hey, bro.
something going on in floor body.
Knee to the thigh. Looks like a couple of legs collided.
He's playing possum.
Terry Rozier now with the ball. Come on, Terry. Should have passed that. Man standing out there wide open. Thor gets it to Miller. Miller steps to his right side. Oh, my gosh. Left side and pulls up and splashes a three. The young bull is on right now, ladies and gentlemen, while LaMelo sits on the bench. They said they're trying to
Brandon caught that ball.
11-point second quarter.
trying to watch his minutes. Hornets play pretty good defense. Now can the Hornets score right here? 3 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock. Terry Rozier with his hair on fire kicks that. They find Gordon Hayward to the basket strong. He kicked it. Miller for three. That's short. Rebound. Williams finds Thor for a short jumper. That's good. And the Hornets still fighting. It's a 10-point lead by the Nets.
A lot of those little mid-range shots, especially along the baseline.
Simmons brings it down, finds Mikal Bridges. That's going to be dribbled off of someone's foot. Alley-oop to Williams is good. The Hornets. Let's go. The Hornets finally wake up and decide to come and play at home.
Woohoo! Time to raise the roof. Brought to you by
Hey, that's what happens when you play defense. Play a little defense. What is that? 51, I think. 58. We'll get it right here in a minute. 50. All right, we have a timeout on the court. For the Brooklyn Nets, Finney Smith had 7 points. Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas both have 9. Spencer Dinwiddie and Simmons have 5 points apiece. Daron Sharp has 7 points, but he has picked up 3 fouls and had to sit down. Royce O'Neal, a quiet 8 points. Dennis Smith Jr. has 2, and Walker has 6 points. For the Hornets, P.J. Washington, 5 points. Hayward only has 2. Mark Williams, 12 points. LaMelo Ball only has 2 points. Rozier has 7. Brandon Miller has 16 points, ladies and gentlemen. Thor, 4 points, and Maladon with 2. Nobody in foul trouble for the Hornets. Nobody with more than 2 fouls. Cam Thomas scores. A turnover by the Hornets. Slam dunk on the other end by Simmons. Great timeout by the coach. That's just what happens to the Hornets. P.J. Washington. Basically another turnover by the Hornets. So the Brooklyn Nets will walk this ball right back down.
Alston wouldn't stay in the game.
Oh, right there, yeah, bump knees. Ah, man. I didn't tell you. That hurts.
Royce O'Neal gets that back to Cam Thompson. Cam Thomas, come on, baby. I'll get it right in a minute. All right, Terry Rozier brings it down. Lead back up to 12. Miller gets the ball, gives it back to Terry. Terry, that one-on-one crap, but he ends up scoring. 1 minute, 28 seconds left. Dennis Smith Jr. gets to his right side, shoots a 3, misses. Rebound Williams. They finally get it to Terry Rozier on the other end. Terry Rozier on the left side, steps behind the 3-point line. Hasn't passed the ball yet. Still hasn't passed it. Shoots a hard 3, but he hits the hard 3. Ben Simmons brings it down. He is on the right side, comes to his left.
corner for scary.
Finds a quick shot by Finney Smith. But Dennis Smith Jr. is able to hustle and get it back. And a three-point shooter is fouled. That's Cam Thomas fouled by Miller. And that's how it goes. That is the story for the Hornets. P.J. Washington on the floor trying to get that steal, and actually it was off of a rebound or a missed shot, I think. But that's how it rolls for the Hornets.
His mom was his biggest kind of one-on-one coach growing up. The story was she had
Sort of feels like the last game where the Hornets would do a few things good, but then who was it? The Detroit Pistons would just continue to pull away from them. You know, Hornets do something good, and then they come down and they just can't. Unforced errors.
make sure he understands.
Can't slow down when they need to slow down. Going too fast when they don't need to be going. When they don't need to be going fast. It's almost like they get overhyped when they get close. All right, Gordon shoots. He can't hit. He's not on tonight. There's no great shooting outside right now. Brandon Miller probably the best so far. Cam Thomas has P.J. Washington on him. Finds Ben Simmons. He kicks it back out. Dennis Smith gets Haywood up in the air. Draws a foul.
That's just losing a little bit of concentration.
13.7 seconds on the clock.
On an ESJ ball fake, especially when you have that height advantage. Once that one back.
Is it ever awkward playing against a guy that you know very well personally because you've seen that a year ago?
Dennis Smith.
You should have the advantage.
We'll see how well he ends up playing in this game by the end of the game. I'm telling you, he's gonna have a decent game. Dennis Smith gonna have a decent game. You know, misses the second one. Like I said, Royce O'Neal and Spencer Dinwiddie. Not Spencer Dinwiddie, but he's gonna have a game, of course. Finney Smith. Mateo can't hit the last shot, and that's how it ends for the first half.
They were down by 21 at one point, but the combination of Brandon Miller and Terry Rozier in the second quarter, they combined for 21, 11 for Brandon.
66-55.
And the Hornets back in the thick of things, only down by 11. Could have been a heck of a lot worse.
Yeah, we can't get any rhythm. Can't get any rhythm and continue the rhythm. Like that timeout that the Brooklyn Nets coach called was timely because it then threw the Hornets off again. We came right out. 3 turnovers in a row. 3 turnovers in a row. And of course, a team like the Nets, the new Nets, if you will, they're going to score, and they did. All right, so this is what we have at halftime. We're going to go over this and take a little break. Thank you all. The people who have hit that like button. Let's see how many people have actually hit the like button. Because these people are the real OGs. Same 3 people. Thank you guys for hitting that like button for me. I appreciate it. All right, let's look at the top 3 scorers for either team, and let's see who's in any foul trouble. All right, for the Brooklyn Nets, 14 points. Cam Thomas, 14 points. 9 points, Mikal Bridges. And with 8 points, Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal with 13 minutes in the game. Foul trouble, the only person in foul trouble for the Nets would be, and not really foul trouble, but a concern is Day'Ron Sharpe, who actually came in the game did a really good job. Picked up 7 points and 5 rebounds. For the Hornets, top 3 scorers. Brandon Miller off the bench with 16 points. Brandon has 16 points, 3 rebounds. 2 players, Mark Williams with 12 and Terry Rozier. These guys both have 12 points, and the only other person even close was the person I said had to have a good game tonight, and that was PJ Washington, LaMelo Ball. As far as offense, he only has 2 points. He is 1 of 8 from the field. 1 of 8 from the field, 0 of 4 from the 3-point stripe. Maybe PJ Washington will come around. He started off playing really, he attacked the basket, first person to attempt the shot on the team. His push shot that he gets into the lane and takes, it didn't go through, and as you can see, he is 2 of 3 from the field. Not bad, not bad. 1 of 1 from behind the arc. So we've got to get a little bit more production out of him. All right, other than that, nobody is in foul trouble. Well, actually, Miller has 3 fouls for the Hornets. Cause for concern because he is the leading scorer right now. And with that said, here are your team stats. Brooklyn shooting 55.8% from the field. The Hornets only 43.8. 3-point shooting, 44.4% from the field. That's Brooklyn. They're 8 of 18. And Charlotte, 33.3%. They are 5 for 15. Free throws. Wow, Hornets have hit 100% of their free throws. We're going to have to keep that up. Where Brooklyn, 62.5, 10 of 16. Brooklyn out-rebounding the Hornets by a pretty darn good margin. Hornets have more assists. I like that. Move the ball around. Turnovers. Hornets are winning that. They only have 5 to the Brooklyn Nets 8. But fast break points. Wow. Fast break points. Brooklyn 22. The Hornets 4. We have no fast break. There's no fast break for the Hornets. All right, we're a half court team. That's what I was saying a few minutes ago. I hated that we actually took that away from LaMelo Ball's game, and we did. That's one thing he did when he first got to the Hornets is he tried to push the ball, and I think a lot of people are looking at this being crazy, but maybe LaMelo Ball's dad had a point. If he would get all 3 of his boys on the same team, they could run it. Run it. But I mean, like they'd have some fast. I think the Hornets would have more fast break baskets. We know that's not going to happen. Right now, I don't think there's more than one Ball brother in the NBA. I think older brother might still be in it, but you know he can't get over his injury. All right, but with that said, I'm going to take a little break, and I'll see you guys in just a few for the second half.
16 free throws, we're fouling too much. How we close that
had the sound off the whole time, and since there's no one in the chat, help me out. My bad. I'm gonna cut it off again.
Protecting the paint because we're going to want to protect this bad boy for sure. The Hornets unveiled a new court that's going to be exclusively used during the in-season tournament for those two home games against Miami and then Milwaukee. It is a huge, guys. I can't wait to see it.
I am all in with this in-season tournament.
I think the high will be alive. You're right. I think it's going to be exciting. Players looking forward to it.
Hornets trail 75-89.
Nick Richards and JJ jumbled the shoe. So the Hornets, this is kind of a random draw. They're in the same pool with the Wizards, the Heat, the Bucks, and the Knicks. It was Eastern Conference, Western Conference, and then kind of a random draw, and that's where the Hornets landed. Nets bring in Day'Ron Sharp into the ballgame, along with Dennis Smith Jr. Here's Sharp. North Carolina coming back home against a gift. 3-2 for Day'Ron Sharp.
The ball handling by Lonnie Walker. Nick's coming over, got to stop the ball, leaves his feet. And Sharp right there at the front of the rim.
8-0 run for Brooklyn. Sharp off the time, now with 9 points. Brandon Miller scoots in the lane and is whipped. He'll go to the line. Sharp called for the foul. That was a Sharp foul.
See the offense right there going to the Terry. Gordon and Brandon. All three of those guys took the ball that possession. See if Brandon can get something positive out of it.
Stay with us after the third quarter for the Fast Break presented by Fresh Market. Ashley and Terrence get us ready for winning time. The Frenchman, Theo Maladon, comes in. He replaces Gordon Hayward. If you're just joining us, folks, Mark Williams is 8 for 8 shooting the basketball. 18 points. He's got 6 dunks. Those 6 dunks tie a franchise record for most dunks in a game. Lonnie Walker in the defense.
It's terrible.
Jack Barnes bench. He's got 14.
Nick finishes the rest.
Ben Simmons leaves it for Sharp. Blocked by Richards. Cleanly this time. Hornets with numbers.
Don't force it.
Tail. Struggling with a shot early in the year. O'Neal. Offensive rebound. Sharp Hornets needed that one.
They just cannot get any shot to go down when they need it to get that momentum rolling downhill.
And this time it's Sean Vaughn's turn to call a timeout. 2:08 remaining here in our third quarter. His Nets with a net lead of 12.
When I got the script, I was like, does Taco Bell really not have a breakfast taco? Doesn't that concern you?
For sure.
Yeah, it's like go to a shoe store and they only sell socks. It's like a convenience store that's at the top of a mountain. It's like...
Include Larry Johnson or Lonzo Mourning. Have you ever had 6 dunks in a game?
Absolutely. I knew Zoe was going to be on that list.
Sharp cleans up the miss from Dennis Smith Jr.
Oh, I bet anything both of those guys have at least 6. Both.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Who needs history books, folks, when you get number 30? They'll set you straight. Brandon Miller, the rookie. Hornets still have 5 on the shot clock. Terry fires. Miller the rebound. Look away pass. Oh, set up for...
Don't hit the shot. You're going to take it.
Missed opportunity there. This just leads. Dorian Finney a little too far.
Still no Lamelo Ball. Out with 4 fouls. He iced himself, basically.
All right, Hornets just can't score.
The second time we've seen Nick use the left hand relatively far away from the basket.
It's been that way for the last 2 games. Hornets not shooting well from the outside. And if we are, it's one guy instead of having a few guys like the opposite teams. So if you shut that guy out or shut that guy down, then it's just extremely hard to score.
Possibly bring these mascots all together.
He ran. I mean, I think it was a late substitution. He ran, tried to get in there before the official gave Nick the ball. Couldn't do it. Not his fault.
Hornets are 13 for 13 at the free throw line.
Cam Thomas shoots over Maladon.
A walking bucket.
Definitely is a walking bucket. 97-83 is the score. Maladon tries to drive. Miller gives it back to Maladon. To the basket he goes. Layup, no good. Rebound. Finney Smith gets it to Royce. They get it back to Thomas up top. 25 seconds left. The end of the third quarter.
They just switch everything defensively, try to keep the ball in front.
Thomas. High shot, no good.
Foul called on Dennis Smith Jr. Oh, they call it a Terry for undercutting Terry, or Dennis.
And the foul's going to be called on Terry.
Box them out. You can tell the love between those two men.
Oh, yeah. Respect between those two.
If you're just joining us, Dennis Smith Jr. last year is a Hornet, wore number 8. This year he's wearing number 4, going back to the number that he wore at Trinity Christian School in Fayetteville. High school All-American, Dennis Smith Jr. One and done at NC State. We've seen him in Dallas, the Knicks, the Pistons, the Trailblazers. Last year with sterling performance here in Charlotte. Now a one-year deal with Brooklyn.
Bridges for 2. I don't know, have to gather it. Basically throws up an air ball. The Hornets are trailing.
The team had their moments here in the third quarter, but not enough of those moments. And they've got work to do in 12 minutes to get it done. Before we head to the fourth quarter, it is time for the fast break with Ashley and Terrence.
Welcome to the fast break presented by the
Okay. All right, Hornets have been outscored all except for the second quarter. 42-23 in the first. Then the Hornets outscore Brooklyn 32-24 in the second, and the Hornets get outscored in the third 33-28, trailing by 16. And technically just, I mean, really not a whole lot going the Hornets' way. Team stats right here. Field goal percentage 54.9 for Brooklyn. I think at halftime it was like 55, so they're basically shooting the ball at the same clip. Charlotte has moved up a little bit. I think 45.7%. Brooklyn 10-26 behind the arc. Charlotte 6 of 23. Free throws, Charlotte still they have not missed a free throw. They've only shot 13 to Brooklyn's 18, but they've only hit 11 for 61%. But the scoring from the field helping them keep that lead. Hornets are getting out rebounded 38-30. Hornets still have a bit of a lead with the assist, 23-20. Turnovers, both teams with 9. Hornets just in inopportune times when they are building a comeback, then they'll turn the ball over 2 or 3 times in a row. And Melo has been out of the game, but now he's back in.
Well, you gotta get some momentum, get your shots to go down here early in this score.
With the misfire, Melo, PJ, Tatum, Brandon Miller, JT4 playing together. Melo made a three-pointer in a franchise record 53 straight games, but nothing right now tonight.
PJ with a rebound and a 2-point play.
Takes a deep contested 3, airballs it right to PJ. Right now you gotta score any way you can. Small Bridges, money in the bucket.
PJ's got a good chance for a double-double.
PJ missed the free throw. That's the first free throw missed by the Hornets. Thomas steps back beyond the three-point line, has Thor on him, shoots a long 3, and that's good. Melo brings it down on the left. Drives baseline, out of control. Foul is called though.
He gets a whistle that he's been pleading for all night long.
Maybe they're shooting. This ball's gonna be taken out on the side.
Both teams playing without a traditional center right now.
Melo with the ball, comes to the right, kicks that over to Mayo. Mayo floats in the air, gets it to PJ.
He's fouled by O'Neal.
PJ is fouled.
First few years in the league, so he knows how to gain position, hold position, and he's got smaller players.
Challenge that foul call.
Okay.
Royce O'Neal talked him into it. So we have our first coach's challenge of the game. Jack Vaughn calls it to his team leading by 17.
So we have a challenge and a quick timeout. Finney Smith, 17 points. Bridges, 13. Simmons has 11. Cam Thomas, 21 points. Leading all scorers, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Leading all scorers. PJ Washington, only 9 points tonight. Like I said, if he could score 20 points tonight, which is not something that is that is impossible for him, but he just didn't even get close. With 10 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock, doesn't seem like he's going to get there. 1 of 2 from behind the arc, 4 of 7 from the field, not terrible. The Melo Ball, only 4 points, 2 of 10 from behind the 3-point line. 0 of 5 from behind the 2-point line. He is 2 of 10 from the field. Brandon Miller has 20 points. Thor only 4. He's 0 of 3 from behind the arc. Maladon 0 of 5 from behind the arc. And like I said, LaMelo Ball 0 of 5 from behind the arc. That is for a team that relies on the 3, and we do. That's just not going to win games for us. I just got a feeling that's going to be a recurring theme also for the Hornets, not shooting well from the outside. Six for 25 for 24%. And then when you get out rebounded 40 to 32, and fast break points 28 to 8. That right there is a killer. That's the killer. 28 to 8 fast break points. Like, we shoot the ball, we miss it, and we drop our shoulders and don't get back.
From the field.
Jack Vaughn won his coach's challenge. The foul was rescinded. Originally, the call was on Royce O'Neal for fouling P.J. Washington in the after shooting. It was an incorrect call, but because P.J. got his shot blocked and got it straight back, the Hornets would take possession and then turn it over.
Yeah, tonight is not the night. I am going to go ahead and say it right now, even with 10 minutes, 51 seconds on the clock, there is no coming back. It's too many things that are happening, going wrong for the Hornets in succession. It's just not going to, we're in quicksand, can't get out of it. Royce O'Neal misses a layup, LaMelo Ball. Gets it over to Miller, quick 3, can't hit that one. Ben Simmons, bounce pass, stolen by LaMelo. LaMelo fouled on his way to the basket, misses, but has 2 shots coming.
Simmons, you have a big lead, trying to hit a home run. LaMelo scoops that up, goes the other way, stops the clock. You got to score a couple of points here.
I didn't know what we'd get out of Ben Simmons, and I know it's only 3 games into the year.
LaMelo hits the first.
When he was a young player in Philadelphia.
I agree with you, partner, that they're learning how to play with him. Ball in his hand, especially with Dinwiddie.
Melo hits both.
They could really
102-87. Ben Simmons brings the ball down, goes to the left side, gets it back to Thomas. Thomas hits Ben Simmons on the baseline. He still has the ball, kicks it back. They swing it to Thomas. Thomas shot over there by Finney Smith. He misses. Rebound. P.J. Washington gets it to LaMelo. LaMelo shoots another 3. Can't hit it. Will not stop shooting. Gets it to P.J. P.J. Maladon turns it down. P.J. Washington wants to get in the lane. Swing pass over to Thor for 3. Thor finally hits a 3. That's supposed to be a flaming basketball up there in the left-hand corner of my screen. I don't know what that is. LaMelo Ball is going to be called for a foul. It's going to be 5 for LaMelo with 9 minutes and 19 seconds. You might as well let him stay in there, coach. Might as well let him stay in there.
absolutely, no doubt about it. I mean, there's a defense to a rhythm to the defense.
Bridges knows LaMelo has 5 fouls. He's going to try to take him. He gets a little help from his friends. Wow, Finney Smith goes to the basket and scores off balance. 104-90 is the score. Melo Ball finds Mateo. Mateo pulls up Maladon for the jumper. It's good. 8 minutes, 55 seconds left on the clock. 104-92 is the score. Ben Simmons loses the ball out of bounds, but the ref says that Thor hit that one.
So LaMelo may be protected with 5 fouls.
Yeah, you might as well just let him stay in there, coach. Let him stay in there. Bridges gets into the paint, kicks that. Finney Smith misses it. Rebound Mateo. Going strong to the basket. Decides to kick it. Gets it to Miller for the lay-in. 8 minutes, 23 seconds on the clock. It's a 10-point game, but that just means that Brooklyn will figure out a way to get some points. Thomas to the basket. Misses, but a foul's called. And the refs hear a cascade of boos. But Thomas makes his first free throw.
I know it's a small sample size, but he came in with 66 points in the first 2 games. He's got 22 and counting right now.
Because Cam,
last year he had 40 in a row, 3 straight games.
Yeah. But you said average 25 for the no. Cam Johnson is also in this squad.
And he hits both.
Claxton, yeah. They have so many guys that can score the ball in this team. We are for anybody average, I think 25 a night.
Terry Rozier swings that over to Miller. Miller wanting to get it down to PJ. Overthrows it. PJ saves it. And Maladon cutting down the lane gets that off-balance pass by PJ, had to go save that out of bounds, and Maladon goes up, hits the layup, and he's fouled on the play. I have no idea why Thor didn't just step in that area right there. Oh, okay, he was coming, PJ just couldn't see him. That foul's going to be on Royce O'Neal.
The Frenchman showing up his toughness. Lands on his wallet. To make this a 9-point game.
Mateo, old-fashioned three-point play. Hornets have gotten it down to 9 plenty of times, but the Brooklyn Nets just figure out a way to score, and a lot of it is done by this man right here, Thomas, to the basket. He scores again.
He's one of the best one-on-one guys in the league. Yes,
Dang, somebody go help out when he drives. Go help out like he don't want to pass it. Terry Rozier loses that ball off his knee. And exactly what has been happening all night.
Ben Simmons. He's doing it all. Simmons line 11 points.
Hornets make a run, and then the Nets
Or, excuse me, 8 rebounds.
say,
Deflection there.
you guys are doing too much. And Simmons gets it to Mikal Bridges to the basket, and a goaltend is going to be called. 2 more points for the Nets.
Hornets had made it a 9-point game, and then buckets on back-to-back times down the floor for Brooklyn, and the lead is again 13. Hornets desperate for stops.
Let me show you what goes on
All
behind.
right, hey, that's how the ball should look up there in the corner. I don't know what goes on with it. Ugh. I don't know what goes on with it from time like right there. Why is that happening?
Everything you love.
A little ball here in the upper corner. It's supposed to be a flaming basketball, and it's a basketball sometimes, and then I don't know, was that like extra hot? All right, one thing I'm looking forward to tomorrow is the first basketball tryout of the year. So all these guys that I asked to play football last year that decided, I don't want to play football. It's a little bit too tough. Of course, they wouldn't say it's a little too tough, but I'm gonna play football. But I don't want to play basketball. Like, no, you're not. You may come out for basketball, but you're not gonna play basketball because these guys over there can't play. Heck, half of them can't dribble. Most of them cannot shoot. They can't even do a layup. But you're gonna play basketball. What's going to happen is these guys are going to come out for the basketball. Like, okay, we barely had 29 people on the team. But of course, after it gets to a high point in football every year, you have at least 5 to 6 people that quit. All right. So when we ended up this year, we had, I think it was 22 people still on the team. Like 3 to 4 of them were hurt. So we're trying to do battle with basically like 18 guys. It was a struggle, a very hard struggle. Hat goes off to all those guys that stayed. I think I'm gonna give them all a T-shirt with Iron Man written on it. But yeah, and the 29 guys that came out for the football team, you know, you had to. They just came out, like one by one. We had a basic group of maybe 12 or 13. Then the other ones started coming out, and like I said, by the time it was over, we had like maybe 22 left out of 30, out of 29. All right, But tomorrow, during basketball trials, there will be 50 to 60 guys that come out to try to play basketball. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. No problem. No question. Guaranteed. And the fact that I said, hey, listen, yeah, you can come out for basketball, but listen, if you come out for football, you're guaranteed to make it. For basketball, they cut. They only got a certain amount of places, spots. And these guys just think they can play basketball. But we'll see. See what happens. All right. Hornets. Looks like every time there's a timeout, the Hornets get in foul trouble. Excuse me, not in foul trouble. They just get in scoring trouble. Like, it takes us a little while to warm back up. But with 6 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock, we don't have much time.
See how much contact there is. As he goes up to contest that shot, tells Thor to get out. I got the ball. Leaves his feet, momentum, tries to get. Oh yeah, Miguel Bridges sticks the leg out. PJ clips him on the bottom of it.
Yeah, I don't think they'll change this.
Well, Bridges started behind the line and then he finished on his follow through.
Yeah, both feet inside the three on his follow through.
Not so easy to touch the player, they can do a lot of different things, but when a lot of kids are young, you land where you jump, right on your jump shot.
You do, yeah. You're taught, should be taught to go straight up and straight down. But his with the ball, he was backing up. To get his momentum to the rim, he's got to go forward.
Right here, Dell. Love those pearls.
Get that leg out just enough to get the contact.
99-110 is the score.
Hasn't attempted a free throw.
6 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock.
12 at the free throw line.
Can't see where the Hornets are going to get this explosion of offense.
Probably going to be short.
They can't change that.
The upper body was straight up, straight
They
down.
could, but they're not going to change it. It was contact made,
Take a long time looking at this.
Just trying to get
but his foot was out. Like, he didn't come straight down. Like PJ, if he had went straight up and down,
time on the clock.
PJ would have never touched him. But I guess he's allowed to, wherever he goes up and comes down, he's allowed that space. So it's going to be 3 shots.
You don't give that shooter enough room to get down.
The challenge has been deemed unsuccessful. Charlotte will be charged a timeout. The contact occurs to the shin area of Bridges. It does not rise to a level of a flagrant foul in the closeout. Play will resume with
Chicago, Indiana in a good one, 92-93 Indiana. Boston
And they also grouped
leading Washington 112-93. Minnesota 10 points over Atlanta. Portland 72, Toronto 68. That looks like a good one. At halftime, Dallas and Memphis. Dallas leading Memphis 67-61. Miami 1 minute 43 seconds left in the second quarter. Miami trailing Milwaukee 50-57. And at halftime, Golden State leads New Orleans by 2, 59-57.
Next year was, again, COVID short, so he only played 72 games. Next year he played 82. Last year he actually played 83 because he got traded mid-season from Phoenix, who already played one more game than Brooklyn. Now, he didn't really play 83. This is my one quibble with Mikal Bridges. In the last game of the year, after he'd already played 82, 83, he started. They won the opening tap. He fouled someone and immediately came out of the game. So it took 4 seconds.
that was obviously to get his gameplay, but also said, hey, I only get paid to play 82.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, AC Green, I'm here to tell you. AC
All right, Bridges hits his free throws. 113-99. Hornets still with some time in this game, but they're going to have to start scoring immediately.
If you don't know, folks, AC Green, longtime Laker and Phoenix Sun back in the 80s. He holds the NBA record for 1,192 consecutive games played.
In a different era.
Woo! He only missed 3 games. Middle of the season, his second year. He tore ligaments in his thumb.
And Thomas cannot be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have 30 points. Well, I looked up his stats, and they said he was like, he's averaging, well, I don't know if he's averaging 33. I thought that was a bit much, but, I mean, if this is what he does every game, then yeah. He is strictly a scorer. And the Hornets defense is impervious to do anything about it. He has 27 points right now, 9 of 15 from the floor. Only 1 of 3 from the three-point line, so he's putting in serious work. And at the free throw line. All right, Hornets down big. We can't go too many possessions and not score. Gordon Hayward hits a three, long awaited. Bridges stops at the free throw line, kicks that back out to Thomas for three, misses, rebound, almost saved by Brooklyn. PJ to the basket, left hand layup is good. Can they put together some defensive stops? Is the question for the Hornets. Walker with the ball. Tried to get Melo up. Melo didn't fall for it. Shot is off the mark. Hornets get it. Miller for three, misses. 116-104, 4 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock. Like I said, I just want to see us sometime. Like we're not hitting the threes, but go to the basket. Just like that, go to the basket. I mean, I know it seems like a wide open three, but go to the basket and create something. Like we get a three, even if we're not hitting anything, we stay out. We just don't. We just shoot it. We don't go create. Nobody creates anything. And this kid with the ball right here, Thomas, is all he does is get to the basket. 118-107. Don't let him get the ball back, Melo. Wow, Bridges all the way to the basket. Haywood, a chance for an old-fashioned three. Oh, my bad, guys. What the heck happened right here? I don't know what happened right there.
The offensive foul. So the Hornets within 11. They have to be close to perfect defensively the rest of the way.
And offensively. Too easy, bro. Too easy. 30 points. Melo gets that down to PJ. PJ finds the basket with two hands.
Hornets lost all 4 against Brooklyn a year ago. Come on. Cam Thomas will go to the line, fouled by Terry Rozier.
Cam Thomas finds a way to score regardless.
I don't disagree with you a lot, but you're going to have a hard time keeping this guy away from 25 points tonight, the way that he just chucks them up there.
Like you said, early sample size. I think once everything gets settled and teams start to watch how Brooklyn plays,
Listen, I hear what Dale is saying.
opportunities consistently
But look, how long does it take? How long does it take for teams to figure out? Like we saw this in the first half that he is going to shoot the ball anytime when he gets a chance. So you got to stop that while it's happening. You can't wait. Melo. Gets it to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller kicks that to Terry for three. That's going to be off. And Melo just fouls out. Couldn't help himself.
The Nets are in the bonus. Thomas will go the other way and shoot free throws, while LaMelo Ball will go the other way. Bravo. Sweats. He's done. Just fouled out.
Terry with a long three. LaMelo reads it, tries to get that possession, and just commits his sixth foul.
So a couple of streaks have gone by the wayside for the Hornets franchise player. LaMelo Ball did not hit a three-pointer. So his Hornets record streak of 53 straight games with a made three is over. Harold, his son, can breathe easy, sitting at 248 consecutive games with a made three. And LaMelo's
Cam Thomas steps up and hits both of his free throws.
Fourth all-time in Hornets history is over. Somewhere Glenn Rice.
2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Terry to the basket for a lay-in. 125-113. Mikal Bridges waiting for his teammates to move, screen, set, and turn down. Bridges to the basket. Floater is good. Terry to the basket again. Layup is good. Cam Thomas gets across the timeline, slows it down. Now the double team comes. They get it to Finney-Smith, back to Bridges. Skip that over to Thomas. And Lonnie Walker with a three.
And the Nets look like they're going to win their first game of the year.
PJ tries to bank it off the backboard. No good. 1 minute, 43 seconds on the clock. 15-point lead.
With 100 seconds left.
.130 to 115. 129 on the clock. Mikal is called for the offensive foul. That was offensive.
Well, we won't see Brooklyn again until exactly 1 week from, 1 month from today. November 30th, that game will be in Brooklyn.
Yep. In New York for a minute there, huh?
Teo kicks that back to Gordon. Finds PJ under the basket for a dunk. 1:14 left on the clock.
Slice of New York pizza. All right.
130-117. Now the Hornets decide full court press. It's beat very quickly. Royce with the ball finds a cutting Walker. And Walker is going to be fouled by Brendan. Not Brendan, but Haywood. The guys, I went back to North Carolina. Brendan Haywood.
Season Atlanta, Detroit, Brooklyn thought maybe have a good chance to start the season with 2 wins. Maybe hope against Hope 3.
Gordon Haywood.
Yeah, definitely not the start. I think it's been the start of the last 2 games.
All right, with 1 minute and 4 seconds on the clock, I'm going to be getting out of here basically immediately. So we might as well go ahead and look at the rundown right here.
Put you behind, you play uphill the entire way. You talk about can't have lapses in scoring because Brooklyn has plenty of guys. They put it in the hole.
Cam Thomas, 33 points. Mikal Bridges, 24.
Ends up committing the foul out of frustration.
Several guys on that team had great scoring, good scoring games. Finney-Smith, like I said, had 19 points. Ben Simmons had 11. He's not been in the game for quite a bit of time here.
I'll say it again. I'll say it 100 times. You can't win a
Walker.
game in the first quarter, but you can lose.
Lonnie Walker, 18 points. Sharp
so
had
behind,
11.
Play perfect basketball, and a lot of times the Hornets cut this lead single digits. Need a bucket to get the momentum. Get the
For the Hornets, P.J. Washington and Gordon Hayward both had 15 points. Mark Williams had 18. Not been in the game here at the end there. Only has one personal foul. I'm not quite sure why, but I guess the Hornets were going to go small.
Houston, another new look team, coach, players across the board.
Rozier 22 points. Brandon Miller 22. Did I say Rozier 23? Because he had 23. Brandon Miller 22 points. LaMelo Ball finishes. He fouls out with 8 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds.
Phil Brooks. Oh, yeah.
All right, 39.9 seconds left in this game. And Lonnie Walker misses the free throw, and Brooklyn gets the rebound. I hate these teams. I hate teams to come in and feel like, you know what, we're playing the poor Hornets. You know, they're not any good, and we're not. We're just not. We're just not.
And the Nets' mastery over the Hornets continues. Dating back to last year, they've now lost 5 consecutive.
We're just not.
Brooklyn. And game clock and shot clock difference is 1 second. I hope Aaron shoots in. Something else take that shot clock violation. I think he will. That'll be another turnover. The Hornets' final turnover of the night. And Brooklyn will have to inbound the basketball, and that'll be all she wrote.
All right, so the Hornets go down 133 to 121. It's always going to be hard to win games when the other team, I mean, let's just face it, can score at will, and that's exactly how it seemed. Seemed as though the Brooklyn Nets scored at will. Cam Thomas, 33 points, if I'm not mistaken. With Spencer Dinwiddie getting hurt, you thought maybe the potency of their offense would drop a little bit. It did not. It continued. In fact, Cam Thomas just took over 33 points. Mikal Bridges, 24 points, and then Finney Smith, like I said, 19 points. Now, if Royce O'Neal had got more than 31 minutes, I'm pretty sure he would have went off like he usually does against the Hornets. But he did have 8 points. 31 minutes, I guess, is enough time to do your thing. So I can't really. He just didn't have a great shooting night like he usually has against the Hornets. But the newcomer, Lonnie Walker, did. He had 19 points. So leading scorer for the Hornets was Terry Rozier with 23 points. But I mean, some of that came like at the end of the game. A lot of that came at the end of the game. I know for a fact three basically easy layups came at the end of the game when Brooklyn was just basically just trying to, hey, we'll just keep extending. We'll keep this lead extended, you know. So what if he hits 2 with a minute and 40 seconds on the clock? You know what I'm saying? We basically got this. So then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double figures compared to the Hornets. 1, 2. No. Wow. I was looking at that wrong. Hornets actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double figures. 2 of them it was 15, 15, and 18, and Rozier 23, Miller 22. So basically, the Brooklyn Nets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in double figures. So The outcome of that, or the results of that, is we didn't play defense well enough. We didn't play defense well enough because if you score 122 points, 121 points in the NBA, in any basketball organization, any basketball league, you can win the game. You should win the game. All right, so Hornets got to play a lot better defense. We scored 121, they scored 133. Got to play a lot better defense. Rebounding is an issue. Yep, rebounding is an issue. And there it is, the team stats right there. 3-point shooting, since we shoot so many, we've got to shoot more. We got to shoot better than 25%. That's 8 for 31. There's your rebounding, 39 to 46. Free throw shooting, we shot well tonight from the free throw line. Only missed 1. Assists, not bad. 33 assists, that's not bad at all. Turnovers, less than the other team. But the fast break baskets right there, that's, something's got to be done about it. We do not fast break the basketball. And if you let the other team get 28 of them, or 28 points off of it, how can you win? You know what I'm saying? How? All right, I like to see what Terrence, what's his name? Oglesby? What's Terry got to say?
Look, Brooklyn's tough to defend. Why? Because they're small, they're fast, a lot of guys can put the ball on the deck. But when push comes to shove and they struggle in their offense, they have one weapon in Cam Thomas. Not passing. He's not passing, but Cam Thomas is an absolute bucket. Goes for over 30 once again today.
I retract my statement. I said, well, you know what? It's not even my statement. Head coach Jock Vaughn said he's really getting better at making plays for other teammates.
Coach
I don't think he passed one time. He has
No, he didn't pass. It's straight offense.
They did.
And that's the thing right there. If this guy is killing you like that, then how come you don't? Like I said, he may have had 1, maybe 2 3-point baskets. Which means he attacked the basket and nobody helped out to see if he could make that pass, if he could kick that pass to somebody else. I mean, how long does it take to realize that he is going to score when he gets to the basket? If he's going to the basket, he's going to score. So why not make him pass it? Maybe somebody else is not as hot as he is. Maybe, somebody else will miss a shot.
were hurt in that first game, like Nick Claxton, for instance. So who knows what the roster, the rotation is going to look like when they come back healthy. But
33 points.
Thomas, let's say he comes off the bench. I mean,
2 rebounds, 2 assists. Is that tonight?
It's really tough. And another thing is, Mark Williams goes 8 for 8 from the field, and you can't keep him on the floor because of how they're playing. That's a big issue, especially as good as Ben Simmons was. Look, Ben Simmons isn't what he was when he was with the Philadelphia 76ers. That all being said, you're starting to see glimpses of what made him an all-star for so many years.
38 minutes.
He controlled the tempo of the game. He controlled it in the half court as well.
33 points. 2 assists.
Offensively, they are difficult to
yeah.
defend.
Everybody on that team did what they usually do. Ben Simmons, no 3-point shots because he doesn't take them. Goes to the basket. 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. That's what he does. All right, well, with that said, there it is. Nothing that we can say about it. Hopefully the Hornets can turn things around. It's my team. I'm going to cheer for them regardless, but I don't see it. I don't see us making the playoffs this year because what else can we do? And with the Miles Bridges situation, I don't know if he's even going to come back. So we got to deal with what we got. We got to get wins with what we got. So No, it's going to depend on other teams. If other teams are not on their game, the Hornets can beat them. But if they are just basically like this, and they shot the ball well, but if they're basically like this, what can the Hornets do? Especially if we can't hit our outside shot. That's the one thing I really thought with these guys for the last 3 years, that we get 3-and-D guys. That's who we get. They're always focusing on guys who can hit that outside shot, that 3-point shot, because that's what we do. We shoot 3-pointers. And I was like, well, we've got so many guys on the team that are decent shooters that why would we ever have a time where we couldn't score the outside shot, where we couldn't find one person that could hit the outside shot. Like, you got 4 guys that can shoot the outside shot. How is it that all 4 are off in any given game? Like Melo couldn't hit the shot today. All right, he hadn't been shooting outside well all year. Terry wasn't great. He was better than most, but wasn't great. Mateo couldn't hit the outside shot. Thor couldn't hit the outside shot. I personally don't think Thor's a 3-point shooter, but hey, like I said last year, they let him jack him up. So evidently they believe that he's a shooter. And that's the other thing. We have no concept. It seems like we have no concept of getting the ball to the person who is hot to let him shoot. It's like if you got an open shot behind the 3-point arc, hey, just shoot it. That's all we do. We don't try to attack the basket and create, that extra pass to find the guy that's hot. To me, I don't see us doing it. I don't see us doing it enough. So until we can figure it out, this is what we're going to see. Another year of this. All right. Well, with that said, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see how many people hit that like button. 6 likes. I appreciate you guys for hitting that like button. Hey, thank you so very much. And I will see you guys next time. I'm Coach Gary.